Welcome, everyone, to the Plains in Jordan-Hare Stadium, home of the Auburn Tigers, where telling someone War Eagle is just as common as saying hello. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Kane. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him. Yard line. Offense set on first down. Power football with the run. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands, what? SEC. SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find the rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game day.
Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck. That had to be a blown assignment. Looking to throw on third. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, LSU! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick six early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
That makes the score LSU 7, Auburn 0.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. The give to the tailback. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. And every championship team, every great Auburn team starts with the big guys up front, paving the way, running the football, establishing that first will make the Auburn fan base proud.
I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
Knocked down for the tackle.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Quickly to the tight end. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the first.
Toss sweep to the left. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They want to run it left here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the left. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
He's showing you his skills on that last throw. This guy's got arm talent and accuracy, man. And some of it, it's not coachable. And I think back to Jamarcus Russell and Joe Burrow, 2 former Tiger quarterbacks that were the 1st overall pick in the NFL draft. They had some of that, too. They just had a feel for the position that you simply couldn't coach at the college level. This guy, man, he's got some serious tools, and he really helps make this offense dangerous.
Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. They have relished this tight victory since the last time these two got together, Pollock.
That's just winning is beautiful. And when you beat your rival and you get those bragging rights, Palmer, it is a glorious thing for a whole year.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And this. Third and this long, a lot of times you sit back and play soft coverage. No, sir. I'm bringing the blitz. You could tell they fooled the offense. The defense gets home with the blitz, gets the big sack.
Gets it out of the air for the first time today and didn't see much of it. And he muffs it, a loose football. A special teams penalty cost the D 15 yards as we start this drive. First down for this offense. They'll leave it with him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. From the gun, looking for a man. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He's back to throw on second down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. On target. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. And the Tigers have this offense rolling. Quarterback checking the play. They'll throw it on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Splits the uprights. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Duke is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 20 to Liberty. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He'll try it again. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. The Tigers want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that's why that guy plays DB, not wide receiver. DBs generally don't have as good of hands as wide receivers. That ball should have been picked off on 3rd down. Come on, man. That could have been a pick 6.
Slips through the line. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. How about that Bayou Bengal defensive front showing some dominance? Booger McFarland, Marcus Spears-like in their pressure.
And that defensive line getting to the quarterback, and they got so many guys that we could name like Spears that you just mentioned, like Booger in the past that put on that purple. And
lets it fly deep downfield. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
To throw, it's Banks. Pressure coming. And the quarterback hauled up 2 and sacked at the 12. Keep bringing the heat like that, you can fall in line with the likes of Derek Brown or Nick Fairley.
man, I still remember that Nick Fairley season where he put the defense on his back.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking.
Lofts one high and deep. Oh, picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long, they dial up the perfect coverage, and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They'll go to the ground. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. A 1st down for the offense. They'll try the right side. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
Here's the handoff. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
The throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the right. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
For an offense, to make the wide receiver reverse work, you've got to have a lot of guys doing a good sell job. Running backs have to behave as if they're actually going to keep the football, and everybody else on offense has to be yelling out, run, to try to make the defense over-pursued, but no Oscars being handed out on it.
It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this run.
The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Dropping back, it's Banks. Trying to get to him. Got the back over the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He's going to run it. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into a half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He's going to pass. Fires to the tight end. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Auburn to the line in a hurry. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll immediately call timeout.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On second down, he'll let it fly. He'll try to do it himself. And the ball slipped out. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble? And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, LSU!
What great execution by this offense. It looked like you were about to go into the half trailing. Now, with this answer, this scoring drive, you got the lead, you got the momentum, taking it into halftime. Nice job by this offense executing that last drive.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%.
He's off to the races. He's inside the 40. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
You want to know why this offense runs the football a lot? Because you got a guy that's top 5 in college football in rushing. You give him the football, and he'll continue to make plays. I imagine they're going to keep feeding him because he keeps putting up productive numbers.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big pack. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
Jordan-Hare Stadium, one of the most intimidating and passionate environments in all of college football. More than 87,000 will be watching that eagle fly overhead and getting set to back their beloved Auburn Tigers. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. He thought about bringing that out for a half. Take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The fans are ready for this one. The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Leaves it with the running back. At the 35, he's loose. Racing down the left side. The 20. Past the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. And he's going to run it back. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the offense on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Kane. At the 35, he's open. Oh, look out, there he goes. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Those defenders were seeing red, and the quarterback felt it and got down quickly.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Using his legs to buy some time. Makes his connection. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. The AT unit on the field. Smashes it through for the PAT. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Fair catch, called for and made. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in the stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a crease to the left. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. LSU right back to the line. They'll try the right side. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on 1 time in that loss last week. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
He's looking to throw it. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best 2 conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air. Offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll pull it down. And he'll slide after picking up the first down.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. When things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
The give to the running back from the shotgun.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Oh, he missed it. No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
He's piled up 97 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. They'll ride the hot hand. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
Seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
Yeah, the fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. When you talk about the next game on the schedule, they're always looking forward to this one.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. A big gain there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity before the defense gets to the ball.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Pulled down after a pickup of 3, balls at the 13. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They're going to test the right side with this one. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The Tigers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to bully their way in. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And we're seeing a bit of the bend-don't-break attitude by the defense now. Obviously, they've given up some plays to allow the offense to get down in the situation. But with their backs against the wall, this is the best we've seen this defense play. They're having none of this running game down on the goal.
You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Now they'll run it to the right here. Good, solid tackle.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try to pound their way in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Houston is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Navy. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. He lets it fly. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. They're going to throw it again. Gets rid of it. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Now on 2nd and short after the 1st down completion. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Buying some time as he moves left. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And there's not very many offensive plays that are going to be successful. If you can rush 3 guys and still get to the quarterback, that's not a good sign for this offensive line.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. Try to get it on the ground. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. In plus territory, not really much of a decision to make there. They had to go for it, and it paid off.
Yeah, they know points are going to be at a premium in this game, so they're going for it here, no doubt. Nice job picking up the first, and now putting a lot of pressure on this defense.
They're bringing heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic guys that get after the quarterback. LSU, they typically have a lot of those guys.
He'll take a shot. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. As the defense comes out, they've got him pinned back, and listen to the roar of this crowd. From his end zone, trying to loosen up this knee. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that, obviously open over the middle of the field. But you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit. You see more drops over the middle of the field.
Defense getting a boost from this crowd on 3rd and long. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's complete. A huge pickup. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he got loose, it was all over.
What an enormous play. The 99-yard touchdown pass. But, Palmer, when you're in that end zone and you're backed up and you could take a safety, what's going through your head?
Oh, man, your clock's going off. You know you got to get the football out quick, but I'll tell you, you're also licking your chops because you know in this area of the field, you probably have one-on-one opportunities to the outside. So if you get time and you're able to make an accurate throw, you can hit pay dirt, and they just did right there, going 99 yards to the crib.
He's going to bring it out from deep. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
This time he's got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Extending the play. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Boots his first of the day away. Was called on 4 times in the victory last week. And they'll have to settle for it being marked down just outside their own 40-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse did love nothing better than to tackle. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, LSU! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Going for the return. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Going up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the connection.
Hey, sometimes your quarterback's getting flustered and running all over the place, and that's the reason your offense isn't successful. Not that time. They had plenty of time to throw. Now let's see if we can get some execution at him moving forward.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down, but when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere.
Time to take a shot. Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
With the score, LSU 28, Auburn 7.
LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. The ball bounces through the end zone and